Alright, I did the Road Glide Limited. Now I am on a Street Glide.
Oh, you got to try one now.
I know, I've got the fever. I'm on the Street Glide 120th anniversary special with the beautiful red paint job. This is a gorgeous bike. Let's see if I can remember how to crank this Harley. There we go. Had the kill switch off. I'm in that first group. I better get up there. Yeah, now I'm trying out the Batwing fairing versus the Road Glide fairing. Of course, this has the shorter windshield. That Limited had the taller windshield. Yep, it's got the idle shake. Typical Harley. That should be the gear indicator, I think. I don't know why it's got an R. I have no idea. I don't know who all else is in this group. There's the Limited version of the bike I'm on right now. That red. We're part of the group number 1. Still got that letter R on the dash bugging me. Bikers. I was saying on my other video, you can't beat the Harley community. Street Glide 120th anniversary. Whoa, this felt like it's got a little more power. I don't know if it's got the 117 on it or not. It might have the 117 instead of the 114. I'll have to figure that out when I get stopped. Maybe it just handles different with that Batwing fairing, because I ride a Indian Roadmaster with a Batwing style fairing. This one definitely feels peppier. Definitely feels peppier. Yeah, I just from where I'm sitting, I like this Batwing fairing better than the Road Glide fairing. Now the looks of the Road Glide fairing, you know, coming down the road looks good. I like everything is nice and close. I feel like I get better wind protection with this Batwing because it is close, because I'm tall, I'm 6'1", and what are we doing here? Trying to keep people from getting up beside us, maybe? I think that's what he's doing, just securing the lane. Because they will try to squeeze in the group with us. They did that on the last ride. I think they'd be patient and let us go by, especially in this case. We've got 2 groups going out at our demo days here at Cowboy Harley Davidson, Baumont, Texas. I made sure on my other video putting in a plug for Cowboy Harley. I'm going to do the same again. I've bought 4 brand new motorcycles in the last 20 years from Cowboy Harley and have incredible service. Sales, parts, accessories, everything. I mean, service after the sales. Incredible. And you have an awesome biker community all throughout the Harley Davidson world. The local hog chapter is no exception. Even though now I'm riding an Indian, this is definitely part of my biker family. Got some aftermarket pipes on that one bike there. He may be on his personal bike, I'm not sure. I would think he'd be on one of the demo bikes, but maybe not. I think that's his personal bike there. The one on the left. Yeah, he's just keeping the lane secure for us. And Blue Road King there beside me. It is a wee bit warm to be April. I know I could push a button and it would tell me what the temperature is. So I don't know what button to push on this Harley Davidson. I think my Indian shows the temperature, or maybe I just keep it on a setting that shows my temperature all the time. Yeah, you get a shake at the idle that I don't get on my Indian, but the rubber mounted motor, once you start rolling, nice and smooth. Yeah, I'm not used to this idle shake. But my Indian can get buzzy at higher RPMs. And the nature of a balanced motor. Yeah, I guess it was probably last year, a few months ago, when the demo truck was here, we were getting up on the freeway, but you see the traffic there in my camera? 2 of the lanes are down to a crawl. Freeway wouldn't be any fun, but the good thing about the freeway is you can see how they do at highway speed. Whew, getting warm. Sweating my eyes already. Bike in front of me's got his radio going. Hopefully GoPro doesn't pick it up too much where I get a copyright strike. It's not the bike I'm riding, so it shouldn't be an issue unless it affects the sound quality of what you're hearing. Yeah, see, there's a CVO Road Glide Limited beside me. Yeah, I just think from the driver's seat, I prefer this batwing fairing. You know, some people say the fork-mounted fairing, you hit wind on the freeway, it moves your handlebars. I never really noticed on my Street Glide. My used to have a Ultra Classic, my Indian Roadmaster. I don't really feel the wind, even 18-wheeler turbulence. I don't think it affects the fairing enough to really notice. I probably need to, you know, spend a good hour on the freeway with the Road Glide, and then back to back an hour on the freeway with the Street Glide, and I don't know when I'd get that kind of opportunity. Oh yeah, this idle shake. After being on a Indian exclusively for almost 3.5 years, man, there's no shake at the idle, which Harley took the vast majority of the shake out of the motor with this new Milwaukee 8, which I really like the new Milwaukee 8 over the twin cam. The twin cam had more of a traditional sound. You can put some pipes on these. They still, the Harley sounds better than the Indian, that's for sure. Of course, you can put pipes on an Indian too and give them a growl, but nothing sounds like a Harley Davidson. No, this seat doesn't feel too bad. It's not as plush as that Limited I just rode. This one's got the shorter suspension than the Limited, but on just riding here on these little city streets, I may not be able to notice the difference in the suspension. Yeah, where it should show the, there's the gear indicator underneath it. I don't know what that letter R stands for, where it's got the miles, unless that's some kind of a trip thing. Alright, the light's going to catch us, and they said no right turn on red. The smaller group, I don't know if he'll try to do it or not. They said we'd wait, it's too hard to get everybody through the light. So people behind us may be cussing us if we don't turn right on red, but oh well. Yeah, Cowboy, Harley Davidson, Baumont, Texas. If you're into Harleys or just into motorcycles, it's really a good dealership. 4 new bikes in 20 years there, and they've always taken care of me. Bought 2 Harleys that were used from individuals, 4 brand new ones from Cowboy Harley, and I've got the fever now. I've got the fever. Of course, if I bought one now to fit my budget, I'd probably need to trade my Indian in, and that's part of the problem. I really like my Indian. It would be a trade-off. I'd have to get used to, they're gonna turn right on red after all, and nobody's coming. And see, once you start rolling, that shake in an idle goes completely away. The motor is smoother than my Indian rolling. My Indian motor is smoother at an idle, but my Indian, different RPMs, can get a slight buzzy. I mean slight, that's higher RPMs, and you're really romping on it and run it up a little farther than you would normally do on a big heavy touring bike. You feel some vibration. But this one is shake at an idle, but no vibration, really rolling. Smooth. Okay, these roads are pretty smooth, so I'm not going to really get to test out the suspension. This definitely feels peppier than that Limited I just rode, but the Limited is heavier. The lowers, the trunk, the Limited has the small radiators, the liquid cooled heads. It's definitely hot. Yeah, this one's peppier than that Limited was. This one may be more comparable to my Indian pep wise, but like I say, I'm going to check when I get back to the dealership and see, I think this is the 114, but it could be the 117. I think you have to go to the STs to get the 117. So I'm going to say this is a 114, which that limited on this road was too, but surely the fairing wouldn't give you that much difference. No, it's the motor. It's just torquey. I don't know if they've added any cams or anything to this one or not. Sometimes the demo days, they'll have some bikes with cams and pipes, and it sounds stock. Yeah, this one's got some pep to it. If I was going to put my Roadmaster up against that Road Glide Limited on this road, I feel like my Indian's got more torque, more grunt, at least seat of the pants. I don't know about actual torque numbers. Yeah, this one's peppy. Peppy, peppy.
Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below.